other son, he's 2 months older than my daughter. You do the math and you can tell that I thought I was gonna be this old player ass dude for the rest of my life. To, you know, when Fat Joe was saying I ain't gonna be a player no more, I wasn't trying to hear that at that point in time. And like I said, I think the thing about player is I play the game of life, and playing the game of life and, you know, playing in these streets is two different types of things. So, but that's another story in itself. But my son, I wasn't in his life either, man. You know, man, his story is a hell of a lot different too, man. But I ain't gonna go too much into detail right now. All I'm gonna tell you is his situation, current situation. I wasn't in his life, but like I said, my wife was telling me to, you know, I'm gonna get my blessings when I start doing that, man. So I reached out to him when I found out he was going through juvenile, you know what I'm saying? And he's going through juvenile. He's 22 or 23 right now. And I went to go see him. And when I went to go see him, he was actually, my daughter just came in. Come on, man.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, you good. I'm playing around.
I'm trying to get a body with me.
Yeah, I'm messing around. I edited it.
No, this is nice. I like it.
And then when my son came, he was in juvenile, getting in trouble and whatnot. And then I'm sitting up here trying to figure out, like, I need to reach out to him before he get in any more trouble. So I mess around and went to the probation place, or juvenile place, you know, where he was at, facility where he was located. And they were telling me, you haven't been in your son's life, like, ever. He's 16, ever. Like, I only would go to court to do my paperwork and whatnot, but he stayed, you know, away at the time. When I would get in and out of jail, it would be hard for me to just go see him in this town, in the city that he stayed in. And I was trying to get his mom to meet me halfway, but she wasn't trying to hear it, so that never really worked out. So, long story short, when I found out he was getting in trouble, that's when I started trying to, you know, come to the rescue, because I'm feeling like, man, this is when I can actually play a part in his life to kind of assist him, help him. But come to find out, man, so when I go visit him in juvenile, well, they tell me, no, you ain't really seen him, so, and he's going through a lot of animosity and stuff. He might, you know what I'm saying, lash out at you. So I'm like, okay, they say write him a letter. So I write him a letter, he write back to me, tell me as long as I don't burn no bridges, I can come visit him. So I go visit him, and he asking me questions about me and his mom, and like, me and his mom was never an item, never an item. Like I said, that's just no another story in itself, but he asked me, he said, why did you and my mom stay together? I said, man, I don't know what your mom told you, but we were never in a relationship. You know, sort of just happened. And I didn't even think the baby was mine. I mean, I didn't even lie to you when he was a baby, when he was a child. I'm thinking, oh, shoot, that ain't my baby. You know. Well, not even a fun fact, but one thing about this is, I wish I had another phrase for it, but it's not a fun fact, but a fact of the matter is that she was a stripper, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, that's not my child, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, and I never told him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she ever told him, so it's hard to sit up here and tell your son that's what your mom did if she don't want to be the first one to admit it. I want to tell you, but after it was almost time for me to leave, and he said, man, it was nice to meet you. I'm saying, it's nice to meet you too. And he shook my hand, man, and that was like my daughter accepted me, and he accepted me, and that tripped me out. I thought it was going to be a whole totally different type of outcome, and it wasn't. So fast forward, he graduates high school. All my kids graduated high school. He graduates high school, then all of a sudden, he started turning for the worst, you know, getting out in the street, doing street things. And but while he was a juvenile, he still was scaring his mom, he was scaring his grandparents, and things of that nature.